Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope that you are all good. In today's video, I have a Kiki London haul to share with you all, and we're also going to be doing some gel polish swatching as well. So I really hope you all enjoy watching. Now this did come in a big box, and I kind of took the smaller boxes out of the bigger boxes just so it was a little bit easier to show you guys on camera. But first up, I wanted to show you guys the Kiki London color swatch file. Now I do already have one of these, and I will show that when we get to the end of this, but it is very nearly full, and I really love the color swatch file. I use this a lot over on the Kiki London YouTube channel whenever I'm swatching new collections. So I don't tend to have all of my gel polish colors swatched in this. I'm just going to be saving it for when new collections come out, but I do think it's a brilliant way to display your colors. So it opens up like a book. My little girl actually calls it my Kiki London laptop for some reason. But it opens up like a book, and then you get these panels that clip into it, and then on the panels you clip on the nail tips that are provided. So I think you get 12 panels. Yes, sorry, it fits 12 panels. I believe you get 2 extra, and then you do also get extra tips as well. So if you want to change anything up, or if you say, for example, you stop offering a certain color, you could switch that out and replace it with a different color. Or if you happened to damage one of the panels, there are 2 spare ones as well as spare tips. So these are the tips, and as you can see, they clip on really easily to the panel after you've applied your gel polish. You do also get this little stand as well, and what the idea is you pop all of the blank tips onto the stand, and then you're easily able to swatch your gel polish shades and then pop them in the LED lamp to cure. If you have watched the Kiki London channel, you would have seen me use this before, but if you haven't, I will pop a link in the description box below, and you can check out the actual full demo I did on this. I wanted to show you guys my one that is a very nearly full. It's not color coordinated or anything like that. I haven't had a chance to sort it out because it has just been predominantly all the new things that have come out from Kiki since I got the swatch file. But I really love it, and I think it's a brilliant way to display your colors. Now, because I don't work on clients, I only do nails for content, I wanted a couple of other ways to swatch and display my colors as well. I'm saving the swatch files for any new collections. I'm going to be just having all of the colors in their collection order. But then I do have lots of other Kiki colours that I don't necessarily have the full collections of and things like that. And I also would like to swatch them in their colour groups. So I grabbed these for doing that. This is more just so I can keep track of my colors basically. So I grabbed those, and I thought they could also be cool to do some cute little designs on when I'm practicing hand painting as well. And then also I picked up some of these stiletto swatch sticks. I really like these for when I'm creating reels, just because they're a lot easier sometimes if you're just swatching a color for a reel, or if you're doing an easy nail art design. And then the same goes for these as well. They're just a bit shorter, and these are the ones I'm actually going to use. These are the ones I ended up deciding that I'm going to use to swatch my Kiki colours on that are not in collections. So we will be swatching these ones on those swatch sticks further along in the video. They do also come on a little ring, which is great. You can pop all your tips on there and then hang that up. Again, it's brilliant if you work on clients. Now let's have a look at what I grabbed. So I really love the Kiki London Easy Build Up Gel, and I have been using a lot of it lately, so I did need to top up my collection of that. So I grabbed Sweet Rose. This is my go-to pink shade when I'm working with the Easy Build Up Gel. It's such a pretty pink shade, and you can see that the Easy Build Up range has a beautiful medium viscosity consistency. I find it super easy to work with. I also picked up the neutral pink as well because I was running a little low on this one. There are 2 pink shades in the Easy Build Up range and 2 nude shades, as well as a white and a clear. I tend to use the pinks a lot more on myself because I feel they suit my skin tone nicely, but the nudes are beautiful as well. I really love this one for doing any kind of milky or even milk bath nail designs because it's not a full-on brilliant white. This also works really well as well if you want to build up the nail and pop a colour over the top. Because it's got a white base, it really helps some of your brighter shades pop. Then I wanted to add a few gel polish colours to my collection that I was currently missing. So I picked up 2 different nudes. I don't believe I have all of the Kiki London nudes. I might do now, I have got these 2. But I wanted to make sure that I was just grabbing a few colours that I was missing from my collection that I think would be good for the summer. Mrs. Grey, I absolutely love this shade and I've wanted it for ages. So I'm glad to finally add that one to my collection. And then here, as you can see, I couldn't find my scissors. So I was having to open the box using my cuticle pusher, which I don't really advise doing. But basically these colours here, they were just colours that I'm missing from my collection, from the Kiki range, that I think would be good for summer. So we have the beautiful Party Punch. Now we are going to swatch these and take a closer look at them further along in the video. Now it is quite a random selection of colours. I'm not necessarily sure I would put too many of these colours together, but I'm loving every single one of them. This one here, Electric Island, and this is another one that I've wanted for ages as well. And I don't tend to use blues too much in summer, but these 2 blues I feel as though I'm definitely going to try and work with this summer. I then also topped up my No Wipe rubber top coat. This is one of my absolute all-time favourite top coats. It encapsulates everything nail art wise absolutely beautifully, and it's also great for anyone who has got weak or brittle nails and needs a little bit of strength. Because it's a rubber top coat, it is a little bit thicker, but I absolutely love it. I do also really love the Kiki London No Wipe matte top coat, and I was running low on this, so I grabbed some of that as well. These also, I am obsessed with these. I use so many of these, but they are just simple alcohol pads. You've probably seen me use them in videos, but I absolutely love them. They're so much easier than having to pump alcohol out of a pump bottle. So I just topped up on those. Now let's get to the fun part and let's do some swatching. So here we have the beautiful Pamper Me, and this is kind of like a peachy beige nude, and it's a little on the more sheer and natural side if you only use it in one coat. So it's brilliant for anyone who's maybe looking for that no product or no gel polish style manicure, where you're looking as though you've got quite natural nails, but it's going to cover up any imperfections on the nail bed and things like that, and it has still got that nudie tone. So as you can see, it's really natural in one coat. We're just going to do the first coat on all of the Swatch Sticks, cure those, and then do the second coat. Then here we have Nude Tan, and this is more of a fully opaque creamy beige brown, and I really love the more full opacity nude shades. I love anything that's going to give me full nude coverage. So I really loved this one out of the 2 nudes. I definitely will probably reach for this one more. And I feel it's nice to have these creamy beige brown nude tones in the spring summer, because they work really well with pastel colours as well. Then we have the beautiful Mrs. Grey. If you know the Kiki London Greys, there is a Mr. Grey as well, and he's a little bit darker than Mrs. Grey, but this is such a beautiful grey, and I actually feel as though this will pair up really nicely with the Party Punch if you want to go for a full-on sort of clashy set of nails. But it's a really soft light grey colour, and I think it will work really brilliant with some summer colours if you want to tone down a set of nails but add some bright nail art in. I love this one. I've waited so long for this colour. Then I mentioned Party Punch. So this is a bright, I want to say like a coral orange. It is absolutely stunning. It reminds me a lot of the Kiki London pastel neon range. So if you are familiar with that, I think you would love this colour. It is very highly pigmented as well. You can see one coat of this is offering absolutely amazing coverage. I absolutely love the coverage and the pigmentation of the Kiki London gel polishes. A lot of them I find, I'd say 99% of them, you do only need 2 coats. There's quite a few colours as well where I've got away with only using 1 coat, especially when I'm doing any kind of nail art designs. Then we have a pop-in pink, and I believe this is the only pink I was missing from the Kiki London pink collections. I think I'm missing a couple of glitters, but I don't tend to use glitter gel polish as much as I use the coloured gel polishes, but this pink I was missing, so I grabbed this one because I wanted to complete having all of the pinks, and it is beautiful. It's like a classic Barbie pink, so I'm kind of getting proper Barbie vibes from this. So I'm feeling that maybe I need to do a Barbie inspired manicure. And then we have the gorgeous Zesty Blue. Now this particular blue is a little bit more green in real life. I really struggled to get my camera to pick up the true colour of this one. I was trying to play around with it here a little bit, but it was just picking up the blue tones from it a little bit more. It does have a little bit more of a sort of teal green undertone to it, but for some reason it just doesn't show up at all in the swatch. If you are ever unsure what a colour looks like, I would advise having a look obviously on the Kiki London website, but also having a look on their Instagram page as well, because that shows a lot of the colours in use, which is a great way to see colours in different lighting and on different skin tones and things like that. But it is an absolutely beautiful blue for summer. And then lastly, we have the gorgeous Electric Island, and this one has a bit of a jelly effect to it as well. It's a really unique shade. At first when I opened it, I was a bit like, oh, it's very similar to the navy blue that I've already had, but I had obviously seen this blue in use, and then when I swatched it, I was like, oh wow, it is exactly how I'd seen it online, but in the bottle it looked a lot different. But I absolutely love this one. Again, it's the kind of blue that I think will be perfect for summer. So I'm excited to get this one in a set of nails. So that is the first coat on all of those gel polishes done. I'm going to pop these in secure for 30 seconds. And I thought I'd be a little bit different today and show them actually curing in the lamp. So I have the 96 watt deluxe Kiki London lamp. I've had this, I think, over 2 years now, and it has been an absolute amazing lamp. You can see that I've had it a while, as it does have a few gel polish marks on the bottom of it where I haven't been the neatest of users, but it is absolutely brilliant, and I highly recommend, if you're using the Kiki London system, then to also use the lamp. So here we have our second coat of Pamper Me. As you can see, this gives you a lot more coverage once you come in with the second coat. So I think that colour is quite versatile, because if you want a very natural mani, you can just use the one coat of colour. But if you do want to bring some more of that opacity through, you can come in and apply the second coat. Then we have Nude Tan. This really brings out the creamy tone to this. This kind of reminds me a bit like of a latte kind of colour. I really like that one. And then we're going to come in and apply the second coat of Mrs. Grey. This really makes this shade pop as well. I do think one coat of this is a little bit too sheer. You do definitely need the second coat of it. All of the Kiki London gel polishes are recommended to be applied in 2 thin coats, and they do only need thin coats as well. If it does look a little bit sheer in one coat, once you come in with that second coat, you'll see that the colour really comes back to life basically and really pops. This colour here didn't need a second coat in my opinion, not on the swatch stick, but it does even it out a little bit. But it is a very vibrant one. I'm absolutely loving this one. It's definitely got me in the mood for summer nails. I feel as though at the moment spring has been a little bit, it still feels winter here. Like I am still sat here freezing, to be quite honest. There hasn't been enough sunshine for it to feel like spring just yet, but I'm really looking forward to summer. So I'm going to come in and apply the second coat of Poppin' Pink. Again, this colour is very pigmented, so when it comes to swatching it, it probably doesn't necessarily look like it needs a second coat. But when you are working on natural nails, I always recommend to do 2 coats, just because it evens out the colour. I work with the Kiki London gel polishes quite thin as well when I'm doing nail art designs, so adding in that second colour will just smooth everything out. Then we're going to do our second coat of Zesty Blue, and I still at this point was really struggling just to get the colour to show a little bit more true to life. In my pictures that I've left at the end, I think it does show it a little better, but I don't know why my camera just picked this one up more on the blue side. Let me know in the comments below, by the way guys, which one of these colours was your favourite. I feel like it's a really random selection of colours because they don't necessarily go together, but they were just gaps that I'm missing from my spring summer colours that I really wanted to add in, and I'm really close to completing having all of the Kiki London colours, so I just wanted to go through and add the ones in that I knew I was going to use throughout summer. I did also want to mention as well, you'll see when I was showing you guys the bottle that a lot of the Kiki London colours now come in both smaller and larger bottles. So I think the smaller bottles are 7.5 millilitres and the larger bottles are 15 millilitres. So it's great to suit everyone. I really love the style of the new larger bottles as well. I think they're a lot easier to work with and hold, and then obviously you get more product for the cost as well, so they work out better value too. So now I'm going to come in and top coat all of those swatches. Here I'm using the No Wipe rubber top coat. This isn't the new bottle, if you're wondering, like, wow, look at the state of her bottle, she only just got it. This is one that I already had in my collection. This one is running low, hence why I had ordered a new one. But like I said, this is my go-to top coat. It seals in things like foils, water decals, stamping effortlessly. It gives you that super smooth finish. If you are anything like me, I hate it when you apply water decals or foils or even hand painted nail art and you can kind of feel that the nail doesn't feel super smooth. You can just feel that ever slight lip from, say, applying a water decal. Well, the No Wipe rubber top coat just smooths everything out, so I absolutely love it for that. But I have found it's amazing on my natural nails for a little bit. I've added strength as well. It does have that slightly thicker consistency because it is designed to help strengthen weak and brittle nails, especially when it's used in conjunction with the rubber base coats from Kiki London as well. So if you are looking to strengthen your nails, I would recommend checking out both of those products. I really love that it still has a super high shine to it as well. In the past, I feel like I've steered away from rubber base coats because they're not as shiny as a classic No Wipe top coat. But this one still has a beautiful shine to it as well. Now, a majority of the Kiki London products cure for 30 seconds, but the No Wipe rubber top coat does require a 60-second cure. So I've just popped that back in to cure for 60 seconds. And then here is a closer look at all of the shades. So there we had the beautiful Pamper Me, which is a little bit more on the peachy nude side. And then we have Nude Town, which is more that creamy coffee nude. I really love it. And then we have the beautiful Mrs. Grey. I really wish I'd had Mr. Grey swatch so I could show you guys these side by side, but I didn't have the swatch. I don't know if I've got it swatched, either that or I didn't have it to hand. Then we have the beautiful Party Punch. I think this shade is so pretty. I can't believe I didn't have this one in my collection already because I love a lot of these type of colours. Then we have that beautiful popping pink. I definitely think this is a fun one. Like I said, do let me know in the comments below what colour you liked the most out of these ones. I do have a discount code for Kiki London which gets you 10% off, so I will leave that linked in the description box below for you all to check out. I will also leave all of everything that I've got here listed in the description box below as well in case I missed the names of anything, but it wasn't exactly a huge haul. I don't know why this video ended up taking as long as what it did. I think I was just really slow when it comes to the swatching, but I hope you have all enjoyed watching. I will have some regular content coming soon. I think I've got a stamping video coming up and some more acrylics as well. So here is all of the colours. I popped Mrs. Grey and Party Punch next to each other because I think those two colours actually work really well together. And then I've just left a couple of pictures for you guys to check out. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. Let me know how you're doing in the comments below and I shall speak to you all again soon. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. Lots of love. Take care. Bye bye.